Hey guys, what's going on? It's Roger here. Just gonna give you a quick tour of my drum set. Had a friend from back home send me a message on Facebook talking about what kind of heads or what kind of setup do I got on my drum set. So I figured it'd be the best way would just be just do a video real quick rather than trying to send an email explaining stuff. Anyways, I've only been drumming about 7-8 months or so, 7 or 8. So I'm still fairly new. So forgive me if my terminology isn't all there. But this is a Pearl Vision Series all birch kit, the BLX. It's a 10 by 8 rack tom, or 10 by 7, 12 by 8, and a 16 by 16 with an 18 by 22 kick drum with a ruby fade, with a ruby red burst or fade, whatever you want to call it. First things first, on the kick drum, I have no muffling at all whatsoever as far as pillows or stuffing, anything in there at all. It's completely empty. So on any of my recordings you hear, I don't have any kind of dampening in there at all other than what comes on the heads. For my reso on my kick, I have an Aquarian regulator. Didn't read too many reviews on these anywhere. I just had a friend who had one and I tried it and I liked it. It's got a little foam ring on the inside of it, as well as around that the circle you see there. And on the batter side, I have an Aquarian Super Kick 2. It really makes my kick drum sound like a cannon in my opinion. I really like that. Came with that Kevlar patch, whatever you want to call it, the kick pad. To get the thump out of it, I've got a DW 5000 double kick pedals with Pearl, the Demon Drive beaters. Actually, that came with it. I got it on Craigslist for cheap. I actually got this whole set used from a friend, a trade. Everything you see here either got used or really cheap or traded somehow, some way. But on the toms, I've got Aquarian, the Super 2, the Response 2, excuse me, Performance 2. It's Aquarian Performance 2 with the power dot. And these actually heads came with it. And they still sound really good. They still stay in tune pretty well. The only thing I changed on this kit when I first got it was these Gibraltar, these rim mounts, and that helped my tuning a ton rather than having those ISS mounts that Pearl gives you because they clamp onto the rim. And they, after you've got your drum all tuned up, then you put the clamp back on and try to hang it up, it throws it out of whack because it's pinching down on your tom, you know. But yeah, Aquarian Performance 2 with performance dot, really good, boomy sounding. I guess they complement the birch really well. That's what I guess I should say about that. On the bottom sides, I have the Aquarian Classic Clear for the bottom side of my toms. And like I said, once I switched those out from the Pearl Pro Tones that came with it, it made a huge difference as well. For my snare, I have a Pearl 14-inch brass free floater snare. It's like 14 by 6.5. I have an Evans G2 coated with moon gel, and for the head, and for the snare side, I have a Evans Hazy 300 with the with Pure Sound snare wires. I've also got that snare too. It's the one that came with the kit. It's the Sensitone, the steel Sensitone. It's got the Evans EC1 reverse dot with same thing again, Evans Hazy 300 with the Gibraltar 42 strand fat, you know, the fat strand of snare wires. And I got it tuned really high. It's like a side snare right now, but I don't really use it too much. Moving on, 8 customs. Pretty much everything I got is 8 custom, except for my 20-inch crash I'll show you here in a bit. But yeah, these Zildjian 8 customs, 13-inch hi-hats, really chimey, really bright. I really like them a lot. Pretty versatile. I tried some Ks and some K customs and some other things, and they just weren't to my taste. Not that they're not good, it's just not what I like. So, preference, you know. Up on my first crash, I've got a Zildjian 8 custom 16-inch fast crash. It's pretty much my go-to crash, really transient, quick decay. It's just an awesome sounding cymbal. For my effects, I have a Zildjian 8 custom 10-inch splash. Nice little effect. Sounds good to me. The symbol here is an 18-inch crash Zildjian, and you know, before you ask me to make, you know, play it, and demo it, just listen to my other videos, and you'll hear pretty much everything I've got on this kit mic'd up in a Glenn's John setup, which is only 4 mics, but gives you a good representation of what they sound like. This next cymbal I've got is a Sabian AAX 20-inch explosion crash, and this is what I could find. I tried to find a 20-inch a custom crash. I just couldn't find one anywhere cheap enough. I'm pretty cheap, so. But I got it used on eBay for like 120 bucks. It was a display model, so I figured I'd give it a shot. I went to Sam Ash and tried one side by side with the Zildjian 20-inch a custom crash, and they sounded pretty damn close to me, other than, you know, the only difference being the bell. I like the bell more in this AAX. It sounds a lot brighter, and I guess it's a better bell sound for me. So yeah, I've got that, and I use it as a crash, and I use it as a ride if I like that washy sound. I know this mic, the mic on this camera is not the best, so I'm not going to expect you guys to get a good representation of it from there. But yeah, the other ride I have is, or the only ride I have, I should say, is this Zildjian, this a custom Reza ride. It's a 21-inch ride, and I really like this one as well. It's got a deeper sounding bell, if you can hear that, compared to this. Just a little different, I guess, but yeah, there's definitely more ping to that than there is on this AAX. But yeah, that's my kit for the drums. As far as mics go, I've got a MXL 603. It's a condenser mic. It's an instrument mic, and I use that as an overhead directly over my snare. I have an SM57 that I just don't have anywhere to mount, and I've got this from a CAD kit that I have that I don't use anymore. It's a snare mic, but it's got the clamp on it, so I just use it just to, I guess, have better EQ ability. So until I can get another mic stand or something, I'm using that for now, unfortunately. But usually I'd use an SM57 there. The other mic I got with a combo, I got like a trade from a friend, but it's a MXL. This is an MXL 991. You probably see it at Musician's Friend comboed up with a 990 vocal mic. This is the one that comes in a combo. So I use this as my right side mic on my Glenn John setup. So yeah, I like this mic a lot too. I think I got that one for 20 bucks, and I got this one in a trade for something. I couldn't remember what it was, but it was something that was worth it to me, so I traded it for this and the 990 as well. The other mic I have is this MXL. As you can tell, I'm cheap with the brand of mics I have, but it gives me a good sound. But this MXL A55, which is supposed to be A55 kicker, which is supposed to stand for or try to show an ass kicker with the A55 according to the MXL website. I've only seen one review on this, and actually it wasn't even a review, it was just like a demo video on YouTube, and the sound quality was just crap. And they had like 2 mics in there at the same time. So I kind of took a gamble on it. I found it on eBay for, I think it was like 45 bucks. I got it with shipping and everything, and it was used in a mic shootout, and it still had warranty, and it was in the box and everything still. So yeah, I really like the sound I get out of this. I tried the Shure Beta and, you know, the AKG D112. I like the D112, but I just don't like the price on it. So I went ahead and got this, and I took a gamble with it, and I got lucky because I really like the sound that I get out of this. And it doesn't take me a buttload of EQ just to get a decent sound out of it. And the one thing that I do with mine is I have it just so this white line is inside of the hole, and I try to point it a little bit angled. I don't know if you could see that, how it's pointing a little bit angled towards the right shin, I guess, to try to point away from the snare to take some of the, I guess, high-pitched snare sounds out of it. So yeah, that's my kit. That's what I'm working with now. I guess the only thing I really like about my kit that I've added is this Gibraltar. This rim system has really like made a huge difference to my kit and my sound, and, you know, sustain, and how easy it is to tune and how long it stays in tune now. So yeah, that's what I got going on, guys. Thanks, and comment. I'm not going to say subscribe, but comment or any questions, feel free. Thanks, guys. Later.